Hello and welcome. My name is Constance Marie and I am owner and manager of The Rebellious Gem. And this weekend I made an absolutely insane decision and I wanted to share that with you. However, before I get into that, I just wanted to take this opportunity to formally introduce myself, explain why I'm here and why I made this crazy decision. So first off, I sincerely want to thank you for your time and for tuning in, as well as your support so far along this journey. If you had opportunity to catch the first vlog, then you kind of have an idea of what my intentions were when I created The Rebellious Gem. I've been on this spiritual journey for a few years now, and one thing that I've learned is that it can definitely be a lonely journey. So I wanted to just create a community where like-minded individuals who are on the same path can come find discussions, find answers, share their experiences, find whatever tools they may need as they move along through life and advance along on this journey. I have always been a healer. That's one thing that's just kind of been central to my character and central to who I am. I love helping people. I love just wanting to help people be the best versions of themselves that they can be, and just supporting and empowering people in any way that I can. It's just part of who I am, and I love being there for people to be able to do that. So I really envisioned this being a community where like-minded individuals could come together and share their experiences and really just support and empower each other as we move along. So I originally planned to post a video discussing Mercury retrograde for this week's vlog. However, after making this decision, and I kind of thought a lot of other people would be discussing Mercury retrograde, I decided to share this instead. And what makes this even crazier for me is that if you know anything about me, then you know that I absolutely hate being on camera. I will do anything in my power to duck and dodge being on a camera. I don't do photos, I don't do video. I have literally had friends and family get really upset with me because, my dog, I have had friends and family really get upset with me because I just never wanted to be, a part of, memorable occasions, because I just hate being on camera. And I attribute it to some serious childhood trauma and just deep-seated insecurities that I've had for a long time that I've been actively working to heal through. However, it's a pretty serious issue for me, and it goes even beyond being on camera or being in video. It also goes into my personal life, because I feel like I always just kind of want to shrink into the background. I never really like attention on me, and so over the years I feel like it stopped me from fulfilling my full potential. So the fact that I'm even making this video, and if it actually gets posted, if I don't chicken out, that is a huge testament to my growth in this area, because previously in my previous life, that is something that I would have never done, is actually posted a video with myself openly for the world to see. Okay, so if you haven't guessed by now, this crazy decision that I made was to go ahead and just buzz all of my hair off. And aside from all of the insecurities that I kind of detailed that I had as I was going along on this spiritual journey and just trying to heal my body from some of the health issues that were starting to present themselves as I was aging, I started to notice that my hair was really beginning to thin. And prior to really making this decision and whether to create a video around it or not, I was having a discussion with my daughter, because I was thinking, this doesn't really have anything to do with spirituality or ascension. And it was my daughter, beautiful soul, who reminded me that this really is a story about healing. And so, after speaking with her and some thoughtful consideration, I decided to go ahead and just make this video and make this post. So we'll go ahead and get into it. One last thing that I want to mention though before I show this footage is part of the healing journey. I was trying to nourish myself from the inside, because I do understand, for healthy hair, skin, and nails, you need to nourish from the inside. But I was also trying to nourish topically as well. And if you know anything about this, most of the time the recommendations are always to use oil-based product, and so you can clearly see that in the video. So I just wanted to mention that up front, because when I saw some of this footage, my hair looks oily, greasy, but I just want to let you know I do wash my hair. It was only because I was trying to nourish it topically that in the video you'll see it's pretty oily. So I just wanted to mention that before we get started, but let's get into it. As you can see, the length of my hair. And the thickness level, you can see it's not very thin. I mean, it's not very thick at all up here. If I do that, you can see how thin it is back there in the back. It's kind of surprising, but I'm not really as sad as I thought I would be. This is another thing. As you can see, just doing this, like on a normal day, just doing something as simple as this, I pull out multiple strands. And so I'm not sure what that's about. It's gonna be gone. I'm gonna shave it all off. So just doing one more final video. I feel like I have made the decision. My hair's just not healthy. It's not, it's limp, and it's thin. Like even doing that, I can see the thinness right here and just in other areas. If I lift my hair up in the back, I don't know if you can see just how thin that is back there. So I think I've made the decision. If this is part of the journey, then it just is what it is. So here I am on this journey. You guys can see how little my ponytails are. This is literally my hair split in two, as you can see. I can show you some pictures of when I was little, when my hair was thick. So this would have been one braid out of maybe 100 braids. I feel like I'm stalling a little bit, and I don't want to stall. I am nervous. I mean, a woman's hair is like her everything pretty much. And so, you know, as you age and your hair starts to thin, it creates a lot of insecurities, I know, for a lot of women, and it's definitely created a lot of insecurities for me. And, you know, it's made me realize that I haven't been taking care of myself the way that I should have. I'm 46 years old. I just turned 46 at the start of the year, or in May. It's almost October now. What is today? September 25th. My whole life has kind of been trauma-filled and just like a lack mindset and just survival. I was in survival mode for a long time. Not really taking care of myself the way that I should. And me doing this, it's gonna cause me to kind of just take a look at myself. I won't be able to necessarily hide behind my hair anymore. I don't do my face, I don't do my makeup or take care of myself at all in that way. Like I don't put any effort into doing my makeup. I used to blame the fact that I feel like I don't know how to do makeup, but it's just an insecurity. I use the excuse of not knowing how to do makeup as the reason to not actually do makeup when it's not even that. I could easily learn it. I'm a smart lady. You know, I can learn how to do my makeup, but doing my makeup would, I don't know, attract attention, I guess, and I don't want that kind of attention. I think it's an insecurity thing. Rather than being comfortable in my skin and rather than being comfortable with who I am, and I don't want to be that woman. I don't want to be that woman at 46. I feel like I should be very comfortable with doing my makeup and presenting myself to the world, and I've allowed my insecurities to just kind of bury me so deeply, and maybe that's part of the reason why my hair is thinning like this, because I'm not loving myself the way that I should be. This is a step in a journey forward for me into self-love and real self-care. You know, and when you grow up with a lot of trauma, you just almost feel guilty by doing that. It's not even about how I look to the rest of the world. It's just about caring enough about myself to put in the effort that I need to put in to really take care of myself, and just really caring enough about myself to present my best version to the world. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, I used to eat horribly. I used to be in that lack mindset and that, what do you call it? Struggle lifestyle. Ate the best that I could. I used to say all the time that because I was creating that lack type of lifestyle, I didn't really have finances the way that I should have at the time. I didn't understand this creating your own reality. I remember times where I would literally go to the Dollar Tree to go grocery shopping. So you can imagine you're not getting any fresh produce, you're not getting any good protein or anything like that out of the Dollar Tree. And unfortunately, I ate like that for years. Used to eat a lot of unhealthy things, mac and cheese all the time, or helper, anything with ground beef in it is just disgusting now, you know, in hindsight. But we used to eat like that all the time. Spaghetti, hamburger helper, like just surviving. This is it. I think I'm gonna do it. Scissors in hands. All right, if I don't do it, I'm just gonna talk about it forever. And I've never been the talk about it type. So here it is. There's one. I can't even believe I just did that. Look at that. Wow. All right, well, one's gone. Might as well do the other. Ain't no going back. There's no going back now. So. Wow. There you go. That was the totality of the hair on my head. Wow. I can't even believe I just did that. My hair is literally gone. Oh my gosh. All right, now it's time to move on to part 2. I'm just gonna play around with this a little bit though. I mean, can you guys see just how thin that is? I used to have so much hair, so much more hair. I was really about to look for my phone to take a picture. Duh, I'm recording. Now here is to lopping the rest of it off. Wow, look at that. It's like so short on the side. All right. All right, it's like gone. It's a little awkward because I'm trying to like do it in my phone versus the mirror. So I may have to switch positions. And I can't even believe I'm doing this at 46 years old, but I think it's gonna be great. I just feel supported and loved. Oh my gosh, can you believe this? Can you see this mess? So the other day, this was another reason why I'm like kind of nervous to do this, but the other day I posted a video. I never post videos or pictures of myself because I always feel like I look hideous. You know, there was a post that I saw a few years ago that said, you know, moms, especially, it was a post geared toward moms, you know, don't be afraid to take pictures. Moms always feel like we look like crap and we don't want to take pictures, but we end up missing out on creating a lot of memories that way. And so it just kind of always had me thinking ever since I saw that a couple of years ago, like, wow, you know, I've missed out on a lot of opportunities over the years because I just never want to get in pictures. Just years of missing memories because you're constantly doing that. And I said all that to say that the other day I posted a video where I was just showing off a t-shirt on my Instagram, and I felt like I looked like crap in the video. And randomly out of the blue, like I literally felt like I looked like crap. I did, in my mind. But out of the blue, somebody that I hadn't spoken to in a few years just hit me up and said, "You are so beautiful." I just had to say it. And it like took me back because I literally thought I looked like crap, like I feel like I do now. But it felt like I said, somebody that hadn't reached out to me in years, and somebody that had never even came, like I had never dealt with before and never came at me before. And so it really, I just knew it was a genuine, heartfelt compliment. And it just shocked me. You just never know how other people perceive you. And so it just really, like, I guess kind of even influenced what I'm doing even more, because it's like I really need to pour love into myself and really learn how to love and take care of myself, not for anybody else, but for me. It really had me thinking. And so I'm just so happy to be on this journey. Like, I'm so happy to be on this journey. Here we are for the last part. Time to get, look at that. Time to get busy with it. I'm gonna start with a 1 and see how that goes before I go even further. So will my hair grow back fuller or healthier? Or will my natural curl pattern return? I suppose that remains to be seen. But I do know that I feel more confident than I've felt in a very long time. And I've received more compliments over the last 3 days than I've received in the last few months. I feel good from the inside out. I cannot believe my crazy ass did this. For the first time ever, I can actually look in the mirror and say I'm starting to really like what I see. So if I can encourage you in any way, especially my ladies or the mothers out there, please get out of your head and into your heart. Really start to love yourself and create those memories. You can't manifest or create the life of your dreams unless you love yourself and truly believe you are worthy. All right, so now I'm just finishing up. As you can see, got some cleanup, got a couple spots. So I'm just gonna finish that up real quick. This has been very personal for me, and it's very awkward being so open. But if this encourages just one person out there to truly love themselves and live their lives, all right, tell me what you think. Then it was worth it. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you, The Rebellious Gem.